What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Honeystead. So I looked at the temperature and guess what? We are 71 degrees and I really don't see many clouds in the sky right now. So you know what that means, right? Oh yeah, it's time. You guys know that I've waited months for this day. It's always good to check right here. Don't ask me how I know that. Well, hello, girls. And look, the first boy. This is the first boy of the year that I have seen. Hi, handsome. Now you guys can tell the difference. Hopefully you can. See right here, these are all female worker bees, and then that studly little muffin right there, that is a male bee. Now here's the fun part. Which one am I gonna look at first? I think my plan is to start with the horizontal hive that I was gifted from an amazing viewer. We filled our horizontal hive with a swarm that we caught last year from that tree back there. I'll put that video above. We basically had duct tape, a bucket, and a pole. And if you guys have been following any of my bee videos, you guys may or may not have seen that when it comes to swarm catching, we kind of like to be a little bit like MacGyver. So I'm definitely eager to get into this horizontal hive and see how the girls are doing. Before I get in and start doing a hive inspection, I want to show you really quick what we did. Now, last year we caught this swarm, and I'll have to look back at the exact date, but I did at least document it. And we put them on one side. Now, this is a Langstroth long hive, and so basically the girls did a really good job filling out all of this side, but they didn't do much to the other side. So I'm going to show you what we did to see them through the winter, because we'd been so accustomed to using quilt boxes for all of our colonies, mainly to absorb any of the moisture. So on this side, I put the divider in between, and then I added a shim because we also did some just regular sugar bricks on top of it, because I was kind of worried that they didn't have enough resources. And as you can see, yeah, it's already gone. So right here on this side, what I did is I just added a bunch of straw so that any bit of moisture could be absorbed, since this side was empty and I didn't want to give them too much space. But now I can see they are going to need more space, so that is the plan. These are just unscented Swiffer pads. This really does help catch hive beetles if you have an issue. And I put them in the corners because the hive beetles tend to walk around the edges. Oh, wow. Hey, girls. Look at that honey. That is some nice looking little bit of honey. They still got some resources. That makes me happy. Set that one over to the side. Nectar, more honey. The biggest thing is just be slow. Hi, girls. Now my plan is to move this colony over to a different stand so it's a little easier on my back. But at the time we had so many colonies that I had to kind of just put them on a pallet and call it. I want you guys to see this. at all that. That is all pollen. Gorgeous. Not seeing any brood yet, but that's okay. I got a game plan if it comes down to it. And I'll talk about what that is. See all this stuff? That is all propolis. That is bee glue. This is what we harvest and then turn it into a tincture. The hive tool that I'm using is a J-hook, and we actually do all the design ourselves and Cerakote them, and then we put them up on our Etsy shop so that other beekeepers can be fabulous. Okay, I'm happy about this frame. Now I see brood, so that's a good sign. I see lots of egg. Oh goodness, that's awesome. Okay. So, for my lovely viewers, all of this right here, that is all capped brood. That's what I'm looking for, but I'm more looking for day-old egg, which I'm gonna see if I can get you guys to see this. If you look right in there, that is brand new egg. So that means the queen is probably near. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing that queen soon. Sometimes they like to be sneaky. Yeah, that brood looks beautiful. I do see a queen cup, but I'm gonna look and see if there's anything in it. Oh, I do see an egg right inside. I don't know if my camera is gonna focus. So what does that mean? If I see a queen cell on the bottom of the frame, that typically means that they're gonna swarm. So what I would do is I would go ahead and take that frame and I would put it in a nuke box and go ahead and make a split with it. Swarming is not always a bad thing. Swarming just means that they're reproducing and they're growing more bees. But the beekeeper itself, that's your decision. I just like to go ahead and split them, or I like to go ahead and let them swarm and I might catch them here or there. Now, if I see a queen cell like that, they're doing some work to it, that to me looks like they're planting a supersedure cell. That means that that queen, something might be wrong or she might be failing. So these girls have decided to take it upon themselves that, you know what, we're gonna make a new queen. If I see that, guess what? I let them do their thing. They know so much more than what I do. And a good way to determine if you have a supersedure or if you have an emergency queen is the emergency queen cell is basically just gonna be like, oh my gosh, we don't have a queen, let's just make one. Here's a new egg, here's a new egg, here's a new egg, boom. We're gonna make a bunch of new queens in hopes that one will make it. But a supersedure cell means, you know what? We've got time. The queen is still in here. I'll know more if I come back and check on this one and kind of give it a look. But the biggest thing is these bees know so much more than we do. We're just here to steward and try to help. And sometimes we help too much and sometimes we don't help enough. So I'm gonna be very careful with this frame on placing it back as to not disturb that cell. And I make enough space that when I do a hive inspection, I won't accidentally roll the queen or roll that cell. queen. They're still doing some work. I was gonna go ahead and open up that other side and add in a few new frames, but I decided not to. As soon as I saw that emergency queen, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's an emergency queen because I didn't see that queen, but it's very possible it could have been a supersedure as well. Regardless, there's gonna be a period where this colony is going to have a decreased activity because it's gonna take a while for that virgin queen to go on her mating flight and then come back and start laying eggs. So I am not going to add any extra space. I'm not going to potentially risk this colony being decreased in numbers and having too much space. So I'm going to let them do what they're going to do. And here in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to check back in on them. Hopefully if we get another warm, beautiful day just like today. And by then we should have a mated queen and she should be laying and this colony should be doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. I've got 20 some more colonies behind me that I'm gonna do, and unfortunately my camera decided nope, we're just not gonna work anymore. So with that, I'm gonna keep you guys posted on another hive inspection here in the near future. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old. Bye guys.